your passion with shoes and all that, not really how you made shoes a career, but how would you tell the audience how to make their passion a career? So whether they like painting walls or whether they like shoes or whatever they like to do, what's one step you would go into making it a career rather than going working a 9 to 5 and then doing it at home?
I got you. Before all that, I kind of want to talk about a point I talked with Denny earlier, just about how my advice that I'm given might be only applicable to me, but I feel like it will be me giving you advice and tell you to do exactly what I did would be like me giving you the ticket that I want, the numbers that I won the lottery with, right? Like it doesn't really help you. Maybe you'll be like, hey, I did this way, you can do it that way. But for me, just being able to turn, selling shoes into a career was just for me to really double down myself and then figure out, hey, like, if you see something working and you're able to kind of maybe forecast and see, hey, maybe this is really going somewhere and I can really make a career out of this, you should give that, you should take that leap of faith and give that a chance, because I feel like it's easier to be doing a lot of entrepreneurial stuff when you're young, when you don't really have a lot of, things like a mortgage or maybe a family to provide for. And I feel like, opportunities when you're young, you should be able to seize that a lot easier. So for me, just being 18, going to college, I had a lot of opportunity because I didn't really have a lot of things on the side that I'm doing. So I can spend a lot of time working on selling shoes and figure out the market and study the game and figure out, oh, these are the trends of the year. And so a combination of those things, along with just being able to figure out my priorities, what values do I want to provide in my business, whether it's great customer service, the shoes are always authentic, or just be able to kind of keep up with what the people want from a sneaker reseller. So those are, just a combination of those things help me really like kind of take my side hustle into a full-time career. So
for sure,
I think most people have the blockade of they can't do what they if they see shoes, they never see the business side of it. So I think that's something that you've done and you've done different with making it into a business.
A lot of light on it,
yeah,
for sure. I think in this era of age, right? Like all the information is at the finger, at your fingertips. So it might be easier now, but to me, when I first started, there were a couple people that were instrumental in opening the doors for me and show me how that worked. And it's also for me to spend a lot of time on Nike Talk, on ISS, Soul Collector, and really just soaking up a little bit of the game. So people might have written a forum post about something, and I'm reading that, and I'm like, wow, what can I take away from all this, right? Like I studied a couple things, right? I'm reading some of the posts, and be like, oh, okay, they used to do this, do that, take notes, right? So like just really be a student of the game.
Yeah.
So how many, like, let me ask you how many hours did you put in weekly? Like, honestly, into studying the market, all that.
When I was a full-time student, undergrad, I was probably putting in a good 35 hours. And that's including like driving, shipping shoes, going to sneaker shows, spending time on the internet, building client relationships, all that. So it's a lot, but I think at this point, so 2011 officially to now, which is 2020, probably it's a lot. So probably still working 40 hours, but the hours you lose track of it.
Yeah, it just fluctuates.
Using like Nike Talk and forums like that, do you ever network with any of those people specifically, or you just kind of use what they wrote on there?
Yeah. So what's funny is that I actually met my business partner on Nike Talk.
Oh yeah.
So I moved from New York. Now he's with me in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's what's up.
So it's funny how that you
Worked
you
out.
can actually build genuine relationship. Back when you maybe didn't have a lot of personal information on the internet, and it was just the avatar and a screen name, right?
Description,
So but I still keep in contact with a couple people, and that first summer when I was selling shoes, I actually made a connect on Nike Talk that gave me the employee discount on Nike.
That's what's up.
It was like 40% off the entire website.
Yeah.
So that's how like I really got in the game, right? Like just having that access to that and be like, oh, I can buy it for this and sell it for that. So
Did you ever think about using kind of the cheat code where people